All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs a high-level meeting to review situation at Morbi in Gujarat following bridge collapse incident. Prime Minister to attend a program Mangarh Dham Ki Gaurav Gatha in Banswara district of Rajasthan today. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar to participate in virtual Heads of Government meet of Shanghai Cooperation Organization today. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur says Sardar Patel's pragmatism, grit and determination ensured integration of more than 500 princely states with independent India. Israel to go to polls today to elect a new parliament, and BCCI announces Indian squad for upcoming ODI and Test series against Bangladesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a high-level meeting to review the situation in Morbi, where a hanging bridge collapsed on Sunday evening. He was briefed about the rescue and relief operations that have been underway since the mishap took place on Machu River in Morbi. All aspects relating to the tragedy were discussed at the meeting, which was held at Raj Bhavan in Gandhinagar yesterday evening. The Prime Minister emphasized on ensuring that those affected get all possible assistance. The meeting was attended by Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Bhai Patel and his cabinet colleagues. Mr. Modi will visit Morbi today. The state government has declared a one-day mourning tomorrow to pay respects to the deceased of the tragedy. Meanwhile, the police have arrested 9 people in connection with the tragedy. They include 2 persons from the management of the company that repaired the bridge, ticket collectors and bridge repair contractors, among others. The investigation is being carried out by a special investigation team. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend a public program, Mangarh Dham Ki Gaurav Gatha, at Mangarh Hill in Banswara district of Rajasthan today. Mr. Modi will pay homage to the unsung tribal heroes and martyrs of the freedom struggle. He will also pay homage to Bhil freedom fighter Govind Guru and address a gathering of Bhil Adivasis and other tribal population of the region. The program is being organized by the Union Ministry of Culture. Governors and Chief Ministers of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat will attend the program. More from our correspondent.
During the freedom struggle, Bhils and other tribes engaged in a long standoff with the British. More than 1.5 lakh Bhils rallied at Mangarh Hill on November 17, 1913 under the leadership of Govind Guru. Britishers opened fire at this gathering, leading to Mangarh massacre, where about 1,500 tribals were martyred. When Mr. Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat in 2012, development work were carried out at Mangarh Dham on the Gujarat border. Now, after 10 years, Mr. Modi is coming to Mangarh again as the Prime Minister. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
On the third day of his visit to Gujarat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate and lay the foundation stone of projects worth around 860 crore rupees at Jambu Ghoda in the Panchmahal district today. Our correspondent gives us the details.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the new administrative block of Sri Govind Guru University, built at the cost of Rs 52 crore in Jambu Ghoda today. PM will also lay the foundation stone for various academic blocks and a new building of the university. Mr. Modi will also inaugurate primary schools and memorials built in the brave memories of tribal freedom fighters Raja Roop Singh Nayak and Sant Joria Parmeshwar at their respective hometowns Dandiapura and Wade. To boost tourism in the region, the story of the tribal leaders will be narrated through audio-visual medium for the visitors at the memorial. Besides, PM will also lay the foundation stone for the projects of Godhra Medical College and Kaushalya Skill University worth over 680 crore rupees. Aparna Khun, AIR News, Ahmedabad.
The Delhi police has conducted searches at the houses of the founder, editor and deputy editor of the news website, The Wire. The searches were conducted after an FIR was filed in connection with a story related to BJP IT cell chief Amit Malviya. Delhi police said no arrests have been done. President Draupadi Murmu will inaugurate the India Water Week in Greater Noida today. Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation is organizing the 7th edition of the event from today till the 5th of this month. It aims to raise awareness, conserve and use water resources in an integrated manner. The theme of the event is Water Security for Sustainable Development and Equity. Bringing together experts, planners and stakeholders from across the globe, the event will address the issues of sustainability of water resources development and management in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. Denmark, Singapore and Finland will be the partner countries for this event. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
दिल्ली में AIR FM गोल्ड आ रहा है नए सुर, ताल और लय के साथ। हर घंटे समाचार, नए रोचक कार्यक्रम और समसामयिक विषयों पर चर्चा। 1 नवंबर से एक बार फिर आप, हम और 100.1 मेगाहर्ट्ज पर वही आपका मनपसंद रेडियो चैनल AIR FM गोल्ड खरा सोना।
Welcome back. The 21st meeting of the heads of government of member states of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization SCO will be held in a virtual format today. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will represent India in the meeting. Being held annually, the SCO-CHG meeting focuses on the trade and economic agenda of the organization and approves its annual budget. The meeting will be attended by SCO member states, observer states, Secretary General of the SCO, Executive Director of the SCO Regional Anti-Terrorist Structure, Turkmenistan, and other invited guests. The External Affairs Ministry said India remains actively engaged in various SCO activities and dialogue mechanisms in the region, as well as other multilateral cooperation within the SCO framework. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has said that it is due to the steel resolve of the Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel that modern India stands as one with pride in front of the entire world. He was delivering the annual Sardar Patel Memorial Lecture on the theme Saksham Bharat, Sashakt Bharat on All India Radio last night.
As we celebrate the National Unity Day, a proud nation salutes Sardar Patel, the architect of United India, a man with the nerves of steel whose pragmatism, grit and determination ensured the integration of more than 500 princely states with independent India.
The I&B minister said Sardar Patel played an important role in the making of the Constitution with the dream that every citizen of the country should be empowered. He said Sardar Patel wanted to see every citizen of the country enjoy the basic amenities. Mr. Thakur recalled that Sardar Patel was also the first Information and Broadcasting Minister of the country. He said his vision is reflected in the role Prasar Bharati plays in national integration. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has called upon the civil servants to take the lead in making India a developed nation in the next 25 years during Amrit Kal. He advised them to go by the spirit of Prime Minister's principle of minimum government, maximum governance. He added that it is not a mere slogan, but the need of the hour. The Vice President, who is also the President of Indian Institute of Public Administration, IIPA, was attending its 68th Annual General Body Meeting in New Delhi yesterday. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh informed on the occasion that IIPA has started a series of programs for elected representatives of urban local bodies and has organized 4 programs for those from Jammu and Kashmir. The Reserve Bank of India will launch the pilot project of Digital Rupee in the wholesale segment today. Digital Rupee will be used for settlement of secondary market transactions in government securities. The RBI said use of e-rupee is expected to make the interbank market more efficient. The settlement in central bank money will reduce transaction costs by preempting the need for settlement guarantee infrastructure or for collateral to mitigate settlement risk. The RBI said that based on the learnings from this pilot, other wholesale transactions and cross-border payments will be the focus of future pilots. 9 banks, SBI, Bank of Baroda, Union Bank of India, HDFC, ICICI, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Yes Bank, IDFC First Bank and HSBC have been identified for participation in the pilot. Employees Provident Fund Organization EPFO has decided to allow withdrawal of accumulations in Employees Pension Scheme 1995 for the subscribers with only less than 6 months of service left. Currently, they are allowed to withdraw the accumulations in their Employees Provident Fund account only. The meeting of the Central Board of Trustees, chaired by Minister for Labour and Employment Bhupendra Yadav, recommended to make certain amendments to extend proportionate pensionary benefits for members who have been in the scheme for more than 34 years. Israel will go to polls today to elect a new parliament. Former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is attempting a comeback. This is for the first time since 2009 when Netanyahu will be contesting election not as an incumbent Prime Minister. Although his rightist Likud party is expected to finish as the largest, the final opinion polls show he is still short of the 61 seats needed for a majority in the 120-seat Knesset. Today's election will be the fifth in less than 4 years in Israel, as the last 4 elections ended in an indecisive mandate, with alliances falling short of the majority mark. The results of today's vote is expected to be out by tomorrow. Kerala celebrates its 66th Formation Day today, which is also known as Kerala Piravi Day. More from our correspondent.
The state of Kerala was formed on November 1, 1956, amalgamating the erstwhile provinces of Malabar, Cochin and Tiruvinamur. Keralites across the globe celebrates the Kerala Piravi Day with great passion, wearing traditional clothes and upholding the rich culture and history of the state. Malayalam Bhasha Varams, or language-based contests, are hosted by education and cultural institutions today. The President's Trophy boat race is part of the day's celebration. This year, a human chain will be formed in the state capital, Thiruvananthapuram, to mark the end of the first phase of the state government's No to Drugs campaign, creating a public defense against substance abuse. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
On to sports. The BCCI Selection Committee has announced the squad for the upcoming ODI and Test series against Bangladesh. The men in blue will be led by the captain Rohit Sharma for both the formats, while KL Rahul will be the deputy. Rahul Tripathi and Yash Dayal got their call-up for the ODIs. Team India will play 3 ODIs and 2 Tests. The opening ODI will take place on 4th of December. In the T20 Cricket World Cup, Afghanistan will face Sri Lanka at the Gabba Stadium in Brisbane at 9:30 this morning. In the second match, England will face New Zealand at the same venue. The match will start at 1:30 p.m. Indian time. In boxing, Lavlina Borgohain and Shiv Thapa will lead India's charge at the Asian Boxing Championships 2022 to be held from today at Amman in Jordan. India is sending a 25-member contingent for the championships consisting of 13 men and 12 women. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Anuja. All the dailies have mentioned the tragic Morbi accident. The Pioneer writes, 9 arrested over Gujarat cable bridge collapse, death toll 134. The Tribune adds, world leaders express shock and grief. Government forms 3 panels to evaluate fab proposals under its ambitious India Semiconductor Mission, writes the Economic Times. Quoting the Supreme Court, the Times of India says, erase 2-finger sex assault test from curriculum. Another headline in the same paper writes, government may bring changes in sedition law in upcoming winter session. LG sets a panel to ease licensing process for city restaurants, eateries, writes a Hindu. And finally, an interesting story in the Indian Express talks about millions of Chinese singing Bappi Lahiri Jimmy Jimmy, which means gimme rice, becoming the new anthem for China to protest COVID lockdown.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs high-level meeting to review situation at Morbi in Gujarat following bridge collapse incident. Prime Minister to attend the program Mangarh Dham Ki Gaurav Gatha in Banswara district of Rajasthan today. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar to participate in virtual Heads of Government meet of Shanghai Cooperation Organization today. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur says Sardar Patel's pragmatism, grit and determination ensured integration of more than 500 princely states with independent India. Israel will go to polls today to elect a new parliament, and BCCI announces Indian squad for upcoming ODI and Test series against Bangladesh. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.